Thank you, Cathaoirleach. There certainly must be an election in the air, because in the last 3 days we have seen 3 major announcements from 3 government departments. 2 days ago we had the Commissioner being appointed.
Parts of the course. We're just starting the country out, that's why. We had to get out into Trica first.
You're certainly sorting it out, all right.
We had to get out into Trica first.
The Minister, have you indicated to speak?
The Minister Alan Kelly.
Senator Daly, without interruption.
Minister Alan Kelly has said that he will have a legacy, and Minister Alan Kelly will certainly have a legacy. There is no doubt about that, of which we can be certain. We will remember him, but unfortunately for all the wrong reasons. And 2 days ago we had the Commissioner being appointed, even though she's an insider, and we're being promised that she's going to sweep clean, but somehow or other, when all those penalty points were being squashed, she saw nothing. Yesterday we see an announcement on the housing plan.
Senator, it's not fair to the Commissioner's reputation either.
Well, can I just say, in relation to those issues were raised at the Justice Commission. Those issues were raised at the Justice Commission with the Commissioner.
The Commissioner isn't here to defend herself.
She's most welcome to come in here and defend herself.
The Commissioner isn't here to defend herself.
She's most welcome to come
to withdraw that remark, Cathaoirleach.
Have you a question for the Leader?
He has to withdraw that remark.
Senator, have you a question for the Leader?
Yesterday, in relation to the housing plan,
the Chair has made its ruling, sir.
Yesterday, we had the Minister for Housing and the Environment, Alan Kelly, who seeks a legacy, and as I've said already, he will certainly leave his mark for all the wrong reasons, which the housing plan really is a re-announcement of previous plans that were announced already. So to a large degree, the plan is a work of fiction, and today we see the HSE service plan coming forward, which to a large degree will also be a work of fiction. Hans Christian Andersen will probably be proud of it, because the plan is way different from the reality. And the reality we see on the ground, as we've heard today, the coroner's report in Limerick, a man who was brought as a critically ill patient into the accident and emergency room and never saw a doctor and died there in the accident and emergency room. That's the reality on the ground. What we also see in those emergency rooms is paramedics arriving in with people on stretchers, staying there for hours with that person on the stretcher before an overworked doctor can take them off their hands, and that ambulance is not available out on the ground because the system isn't working. That's the reality. The reality is that today there are 800 people inside the hospitals taking up those beds that shouldn't be in there because the Fair Deal scheme has been cut. That's the reality on the ground. Whatever about the plan, which is a work of fiction to a large degree, the reality is entirely different. In Kerry, the scandal of the highest order for the reality for people on the ground is that there are no service plans.
Senator, have you a question for the Leader?
Yeah, I'd ask the Leader to organise. We're not going to push a vote on the order of business because the plan is being announced today, but next week we should have a debate on that service plan and see how real it is as opposed to the facts. And also I'd ask the Leader, I know there's a debate on foreign affairs today in relation to the Ukraine and to the Middle East, but also maybe he'd ask the Minister Jimmy Deanan to come in as the first ever spokesperson on the Irish Overseas and Diaspora and talk about President Obama's executive order. There are some of the 50,000 undocumented Irish who are going to be assisted, but I would ask that the Leader would encourage the government to ensure that there is funding for the Irish centres throughout the United States. The Ashling Centre in New York does great work. The Irish Pastoral Centres in Boston, in San Francisco do great work, but they need assistance and they need funding. I would ask the Leader to look for a humanitarian visa so that those who are not covered by this executive order would be able to come home at time of bereavement. And finally, that there would be waivers available for those who have violated visas in the past. And finally, just to thank the Leader. No, we're just
Senator Batchik.
Leader, we're just passing a motion in relation to Cumann. I'd like to thank the Leader and the Deputy Leader for facilitating the passing of a motion in relation to Cumann. And the motion is on the order paper. It's item 8, I think, on the order paper. I would like to move that motion.
Are you moving an amendment to the order of business?
Thank you, Cathaoirleach. I'd like to move an amendment to the order of business that item 8 would be taken on the motion on Cumann.
Okay. Senator Batchik.